welcome to Rev. We're here in Munich for the IAA 2021 and we're going to take you through the top 5 cars and concepts that we've spotted at this year's auto show. I'm standing right here in the Magna stand, and if you look behind me you can see the massive scale of the entire pavilion. So the ACM City one, this thing that you see right here, it might be a slightly odd choice to make it to our list, but I'm going to tell you exactly why this car that's little on the outside and big on the inside is as special as it is. If you look here, this is the rear of the car. We pull it open and what it has right here are those 4 replaceable batteries. So while the car has a main battery that gives it a specific amount of range, if you want to extend the range, what you can also do is pull out one of these little batteries and swap it out so that you can constantly extend the range of your car. Thereby, theoretically, you could drive forever as long as you had enough batteries to swap out. I don't know what you think of when you think of smart, but I think of very tiny cars. The Smart concept number 1, not quite so tiny because this is Smart's version of an SUV. It's a car that's roughly the size of a Mini Countryman. It looks very cool on the outside. It's got lots of little lighting details. I'm not quite so sure about the gold detailing, but just take a look at this very nice little suicide door on the rear, which we're convinced is definitely not going to make it onto the production model. But as far as concept cars goes, this looks quite interesting. The Smart Concept One has been designed by Daimler and built on Geely's sustainable experience architecture. It's a very interesting looking concept car because it's a massive departure naturally from the Smarts that we always think of. What we've been told is that when the car finally goes into production, it will even come with a 3rd row of seats at the back. Mercedes has said that electrification is the name of the game, which is why what you see here is the AMG EQS 53. They've also managed to get us an electric version of the E-Class, which is the EQ E350. But the concept that has captured my attention the most is the electric EQG. The G-Class was known for its outstanding off-road capabilities, but as you all know, gas-guzzling engines are on their way out. Mercedes has said that we won't need to wait too long. You just need to be patient until 2025 when you can manage to get the EQG, which is an electric version of the G-Class. It promises to be as good off-road as its gasoline-powered predecessor. This is the most radical transformation that the G-Class has undergone since 1979. Mercedes has told me 2 things. One is that all the information is going to be unveiled very soon, and the second thing is that once the G-Class, or the EQG as it's now called, is put to the test off the road, everybody's apprehensions and fears will vanish in a second.
We're very excited that we will be able to have a fully electric G-Wagon with all the DNA you're expecting from a G-Class.
Sustainability is the name of the game, which is why the BMW iVision Circular makes it to our list of top 5 cars and concepts that we've seen at the IAA this year.
What you see here is on a very small footprint, a highly beautiful and very big interior. All materials are made out of recycling, and the briefing was reduce as much as you can, reuse materials. The car was done in a very appealing way, using only 5 materials. What happened is that we need a lot of industry around us to help us to get in the big recycling process. So to really close a technical circle, you need to have the cars back, take materials out, and put them back in the loop.
difficult choice to make it to our list of top 5 cars and concepts. But the truth is, how can one not like a revival of the BMW Isetta? The Microlino is electric, it's a quadricycle, it can go all the way up to 90 kilometers an hour. And look at it, have you seen anything cuter in urban mobility today? You can see in here, there's space, I would say, for a little bit of luggage, enough for you to get away for the weekend. Microlino says that this right now is just a homologation model, but they're planning on selling the car next year. The base variant costs €12,500. This is for the smallest battery pack, which gives you a range of 95 kilometers. There are 2 more variants with bigger batteries. So you get a 14.5 kilowatt hour battery, which is the top variant, and a 10.5 kilowatt hour battery as well. The middle variant gives you a range of 175 kilometers, and the top variant can go all the way up to 250 kilometers. Microlino has put in a tiny little button that will make enthusiasts happy, because when you go on the inside, there's a tiny little sport button that's meant to make the car more fun to drive. As if I think this cute needed anything to make it more fun, but I'm all for the sport button. It's regulated by quadricycle rules, which means that it doesn't need to have airbags, but I personally would like to see it with airbags at some point in the future. In any case, this is definitely my favorite car from the IAA 2021. What do you think of the concepts and the cars that we've seen at the IAA 2021 so far? Let us know in the comments below.